Alright, PropertyLimBrothers is back with a landed home tour, and today we are bringing you to the Sunrise Landed Enclave in District 28. And this is a newly built corner terrace that looks and feels just like a semi-detached home. Let's go! Alright, so I'm bringing you live from our studio here. We're having a part 2 series of this one where I will dive in deep into the actual place itself once we are at phase 2. So let's have a look at this corner terrace. Entering this street, you'll realize that this is a quiet part of the Sunrise Enclave and is not too far from the main road, but is not facing the main road as well. So in terms of balance, in terms of distance towards the bus stop and stuff like that, it is very convenient for a landed estate. As you head on, you will realize that this is one of the largest property on this lane itself. Now the entire depth of the house itself is 25 meters. Width of the entire land plot is at 9.1 meters approximately. You can park 2 cars, nice brand new sliding gate, and the entire place was torn down and rebuilt by the developer. It has just reached its TOP status. That means that you don't have to spend probably 1 to 1.5 years to rebuild your own property. You can just buy this property off the shelf and nobody has lived in before. Brand new, you'll be the first owner. This comes with a 1-year defect liability check from the developer as well. Now as you head on to this property, you realize that the lane orientation is great, and being at a corner unit, having that north-south orientation and cross ventilation coming in from the front, back and the side of the property itself. Now the land size is 2465 square feet and the build area is 4,000 square feet approximately. Now this is a 3.5-story corner terrace status, freehold tenure, and you have 6 huge bedrooms, out of which 5 of them are ensuite, and a total of 8 bathrooms. Now, the other checkbox which is present in this landed home is of course the lift itself. You can fit up to 4 passengers, max at 320 kg, and definitely wheelchair friendly. Because you already have a lift shaft that serves level 1, 2, 3, 4, if you are having a multi-generation living kind of style, can live with you and the grandkids together at level 2 and 3. So let's have a closer look on level 1. This comes with its own swimming pool, length of 12.26 meters, width of 1.65 meters, and the depth is 1.2 meters. You have the front porch together with a back porch with a nice landscaping provision at the back that you can have a little mini garden at the back as well. So the moment you enter, you will realize that the feel that you have is that this living room ceiling height is really fantastic, and that is approximately about 3.465 meters. This gives you a lot of flexibility to do up, drop down ceiling if you want. If not, you can leave it like that with modern track lights. Now air conditions are all already done. You have a nice segregation of the living and dining space. There is also a provision for a dry kitchen nearer to the stairwell. So what the developer has designed is that that space is located primarily for your dry kitchen. Not to mention you have a dedicated home shelter for your storage. You have under staircase storage space as well. And then as you head towards the wet kitchen, this is a nice squarish U-shaped wet kitchen. If you want to do a lot more heavy cooking, you can build an additional heavy cooking kitchen at the backyard. Something to point out is that your helper's room, it opens up towards the backyard, and that gives your live-in helper a lot of flexibility because your live-in helper resting in the evening, but she needs to come out and do a bit of laundry. She can just head out towards the backyard and it doesn't open into the kitchen, it doesn't open into the living room, which is then very convenient. Now, of course, in case if you do not have a live-in helper, that helper's room then becomes your storage room or your little mini study room as well if you want it to be like that. There are 2 bathrooms on level 1. One serves as a powder room for your guests. The other one serves as a yard toilet that opens up to the yard space at the back. Sunrise Enclave is located along Yio Chu Kang Road. It allows you to go towards CT, SLE and TPE very conveniently. You can drive backwards, make a U-turn, and you will head towards the Jalan Kayu Seletar estate, and that's where grocery shopping malls like Seletar Mall are all located. Right at this Sunrise Landed Enclave, there are 7 playgrounds, which is very good for your kids. I mean, you can just take a walk, travel to different parts of the playgrounds to play with over the weekends. And let's have a look at level 2. The moment you head up to level 2, you will be greeted by your lift area. Why don't we head over to the room that is facing the front, which is facing towards north. The moment that you enter to the bedroom, you will actually enter towards your walk-in wardrobe space first. Alternatively, if you do not need such a huge space for your walk-in wardrobe, you can convert this to be like a mini living room or convert this into like a mini study room for your bedroom itself. So as you head towards this first room, this is actually the junior master suite. The bedroom sizes are all very nicely distributed. I think there are really a lot of consideration points when the developers built this. For example, small little nitty-gritty details like the junior ensuite bathroom door direction does not face towards the bed direction. It faces towards the walk-in wardrobe space, which then solves a lot of issues if you have directional requirements and things like that. So as we head out of the junior master, you will hit this area called the family zone. That's the space that you can put in all your couch, your lounge, bean bags and stuff like that. And then towards the back of the house, which is at the south direction, that will be the second bedroom. This second bedroom is actually slightly larger than the junior master suite that I just shown you. This can be a junior master suite as well. They're all en suites. This room is slightly longish, facing towards south. Again, your dedicated walk-in wardrobe space, easily convertible to your own study area. So why don't we head over to level 3? So this room itself is superbly huge because you have your own dedicated living room space, you have your own walk-in wardrobe space, and because you are one of the tallest landed in that lane itself, you have a lot of clear view of the sky, and that brings in a lot of natural light to your room as well. So in terms of bathroom finishings, it has been very well selected by the developer. As the master room ensuite, you need to have a bathtub. Now this bedroom number 4 is quite similar to the bedroom number 2 on level 2. Also, it faces towards the back of the house. Now, of course, if you want to have this room for your kids, you can easily fit in bunk beds or 2 queen beds as well because it's really huge. Now, of course, right now at the attic level, it is made up of the 5th bedroom plus ensuite facing towards the back with its own roof terrace balcony. And at the front, it is a family zone with its ensuite space as well. The only thing is that now it's an open kind of concept. As mentioned, you can put in your own door or you can glass out the entire space to be a 6th bedroom. But this room itself gives you the best view because you are at the top of the entire landed home, and that opens up to the roof terrace, which is simply fabulous. Now, of course, if you're looking for a home that is a little bit more future-proof, meaning that after living for 8 to 10 years, you want to put it back in the resale market to look for the next owner, you want to sell it off. This kind of properties with so many check boxes being ticked really serves a lot of needs of the buyer audience out there. So coming back to the structure and the design of the landed property, now this home looks like a semi-D from the outside. If you were to look from the front and back, you cannot identify this as a corner terrace because of the gigantic size. It really looks and feels like a semi-D. So if you want to have a look at this property, do remember to contact us at the link right down below. We're going to release part 2 of this video once phase 2 is there, and we'll bring you deep dive into the exact place itself. So we hope to see you soon. My name is Melvin Lim, PropertyLimBrothers. As always, happy to show you the place. 我自己在家拍很痛苦你说我拍完，然后我刚刚帮九令录那个 marketing series 哦，我录了20分钟 one shot right， 后面10分钟啊那个 battery 死掉，很惨很惨，然后我又重新录，但我整个满头大汗，哇，别安。